Hello everybody and welcome to On a Roll 3D Episode 1. This is a Xbox Live Indie Arcade game title. I just picked it up earlier today and I love it so far. It's really fun. It's an indie game, so it's not going to be massive. It's really not that long. So this is World 1, Area 1, Level 1, whatever you want to call it. Basically the whole game is you play as this little ball right here, and what's your move? What do you think your one move is? Is it like Sonic where you can dash? No, it's actually just jumping, which doesn't sound that exciting. That's how you kill enemies. That's how you do everything in the game, was to jump. And instead of collecting rings like in the Sonic games, which is heavily based off of, you collect stars. But it's kind of the same idea as Sonic's rings. When you get hit, you lose stars. Or at least that's how the first on roll was. I think it's how this one is, but I haven't paid a whole lot of attention, to be honest. Even has a little pull checkpoints that Sonic kind of had, which I found kind of funny. So there's also these, the 1000, it just increases your points exponentially. So, you know, that's always a good thing if you're going for points. I'm not really, but, you know, why not? I know these first few levels by heart because I've played them about 3 times now. I played them just getting used to them when I first bought the game. I played them as a practice file almost, getting ready for the Let's Play. And I'm playing them now, and they're pretty basic levels. They're not that hard to learn. So, we'll continue on here. Oh, that always gets me. You can manage to get hurt by that spike trap without even touching it. That's the one spike trap that does that. Because most of them you could run right into the side and not even, like, take damage from it. It's so weird. See, look at this. I'm rolling into a spike trap. I kind of like that, though, how you can run into the side of a spike trap and not take damage. It's a little bit more realistic. Because in, like, the original Sonic games on the Sega Genesis, you barely touch the side of a spike and it's like acid. Sonic just explodes. Not very, there we go. 1 up. So, let's continue on. But yeah, even the grass floor and checkered wall is here, which was present in the Sonic games. This game definitely takes a lot of influence from Sonic, but that's not a bad thing. This is Sonic's heyday, not the new Sonics that no one seems to like. Which I still need to play. Like, I haven't played Sonic 06 yet. I need to try that out and see why there's so much hate on it. So that was level 1. Well, area 1 of level 1. Gosh, this is going to be confusing. Alright, we are on level 1, area 2. Each level, or each world, I guess would be an easier way to put it, has about 4 levels, or 4 areas. And they are 3 main areas, like the 3 levels I'm doing, and then a boss level. And the bosses are really easy. They're kind of pushovers. Don't expect too much from a game where all you can do is roll and jump. Wow. That's the first time I've actually managed to hurt myself there. So, hey, achievement unlocked, right? Alright. Jeez. Just my luck. When I start Let's Play, I start running to everything. You know what? That's how it goes. Go over here, get that. That's another thing. These doors right here. A lot of them, you've probably seen me doing it already. I haven't explained it yet, I guess. You gotta... Wow. Talk about a bad run. Alright, so anyways. I promise I'll do better in the future. Or at least I'll try. Anyways, these doors over here. You can't get through them unless you you press these switches, which are on the ground. They go from green to red, or red to green. And that's really all there is to it. That's pretty much all the puzzle aspects of it. Ah, that didn't activate. Come on. So that's pretty much all the puzzle aspects to the game. It's a really simplistic game. Really the only danger in the game, even apart from, like, lasers and saw blades later on in the game. Like, in these worlds, the only danger you really have to worry about are the enemies, because, like, the spikes don't pose much of a threat, even though I've gotten hit by them. See, look at that. I just rammed into the side of a spike and didn't even have to worry. This game definitely is a lot more relaxing than most. There's not a whole lot of challenge. And I kind of prefer it that way because when you're doing a Let's Play event and stuff, you don't want to have to... Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? I stand corrected. Oh, jeez. Anyways, the game is... It's easy. I'm just making a bunch of mistakes because I'm not focusing as much on it, I guess. But the game really is, you know, I think it's aimed more towards kids. And look at me playing it. Whatever. I enjoy it. I would recommend it to anyone pretty much. Like, if you're a big fan of, like, first-person shooters and you hate everything else in the world and you just want to shoot stuff in a game, you probably won't like this game because you're not going to shoot anything. You're jumping on stuff. See? But, you know, I'd give it a try. It's an indie arcade game tile. It has a free trial. And you actually play these levels in the trial. You play the first area of the first world and the second world. So you get to play 2 levels from 2 different worlds. I thought that was kind of cool for a trial. Unfortunately, the second world gets a lot longer, so you have to kind of hustle if you want to be able to beat both levels in the indie arcade game trial limit, because I think they give you about 8 minutes for arcade trials, or indie arcade trials, which is stupid, but whatever. So, this is level 3, or area 3. Man, this is going to get confusing. We need to come up with a standardized names. Okay, so each level is going to be called a world, and each area is going to be called a level, okay? Alright, got it. Alright, so this is level 3 of area 1. World 1. Gosh. Anyways, is level 3 of world 1. So this is the last actual level of this world. So, you know, enjoy it while it lasts, because you're not going to see much green after this in the game. Because the next world is the Marble Ruins, which isn't exactly... It's not green in any way. I don't like the Marble Ruins as much, but that's just personal preference, and that's just nitpicking. Personally, this, I think, is my favorite world I've played on so far. But then again, I've only played on a few of the worlds. Like, I get the feeling I'll like the snowy world when I get to it. Over here, flip this switch. So, I've decided... Oh, crap. Luckily, this is a good spot to show it out. Whenever you get the block stuck, say you get this block stuck on the wall, and you need to push it this way. Obviously, you can't get on the other side of the block to do that. You can press B to respawn the blocks and reset them. I thought that was kind of awesome. Just a cool little feature they implemented, which I thought was really cool that they did, because that's definitely useful. You can also do that with the seesaw as you get to later on in the game, which is really helpful. Really? There we go. Not gonna get the going for no hits, apparently. I haven't lost a life yet, so that's cool. Alright, and around we go. So, I think what I'm going to do, for now at least, is I'm going to focus on indie arcade game titles for Let's Plays, because they're really simplistic, they're really basic, and a lot of time you don't have to spend all day explaining the story of one. You know, it's not like, say, Mass Effect, where you got to go in and you got to stop talking every time you get into a conversation or a main plot piece. It's not like that. These games are a lot more basic than that, so I don't have to worry about this. Plus, indie games usually aren't that long, so this won't be like a 10-part series or anything, you know? I'd put On a Roll at 5 parts at tops. So, and I think what I'm going to do is this... Oh, got some pinball action going on. That was kind of awesome. These enemies are a little bit different from the normal rolling ones. We've already seen them, though. Basically, all they do is jump. They're not that big of a deal. So you have the rolling enemies, the jumping enemies, spike traps, which are these, or those are spike traps. These are like giant spiked... Never mind. Something came to mind. I'm not going to say it. Those are giant just spiked poles that stick out of the ground and basically try to murder your ball and pop it. You know, playing this game, something comes to mind. What is that? It's another game I'm thinking of. It was on the N64. What was that game? Oh, Glover! Yeah, this game reminds me a lot of Glover. If you played that game, you know what I'm talking about. It's... Sorry about that. It's, it was an N64 game and maybe a PS1 game. I'll have to check that. It might be a PS1 game, too. But basically, you played as this hand, and you had to transport this little ball around and get it through the level to the end of the level. And you could change it from a ball to a bowling ball to a crystal ball to a beach ball. But it kind of reminds me of that game. I just realized that. Whoa. Glover, that's a fun game. I should play that. I should do a let's play that sometime. So this boss is really easy. You can just basically hop on top of him and kill him, no problem. All he does is rolls back and forth. The bosses for the other worlds get a little bit more challenging, but don't expect too much. And that was World 1. Went by fast, didn't it? And we're only at 10 minutes, so that's pretty good. So this was World 1. I'm not going to do World 2 in this episode, purely because I do want to stretch this out a little bit further. And if I started World 1, it would go, I'd have to stop it halfway through, and I'd rather keep each world in its own episode if possible. I might have to split it up for like the layer worlds because they do get longer and more challenging. But anyways, this has been a Couch Potato 342, or Wyatt, as you may call me. This has been awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one. And, I'd recommend this game. Definitely try it out. If you've liked what you saw in this episode, definitely go try it out. I mean, it's not that bad. For free, get a free trial. You can try it out. It's definitely worth the $1, the prices. That's all I pay is $1, and so far I'm pretty happy with it. I guess I'll take a second to talk about future Let's Plays. Like I said, I want to stick to Xbox Live indie games for a while. At least before, until I get on my feet and I get more, I guess, in the rhythm and get more good at Let's Playing and everything. So this is the second world. I'm not going to do anything in it right now, but it automatically shoots you there. So I'm going to head back to the title screen. But I'm planning on doing Xbox Live Indie Arcade game tiles for not quite a while, but for a while. I have quite a few tiles I already have in mind that I want to do. Like, I definitely want to do the Applejack series. Those are really fun. The Vidiot game is one that no one knows about, but I think is completely awesome. Let's see. Is there any others? Oh, yeah. When I bought On a Roll 3D earlier, I also bought another game called Death Goat, and it's this twin-stick shooter. I'm definitely planning on playing that. So, I will see you guys in the next one. I've already said that, and I've been stalling. Alright, I will see you guys later.